What up? What up? What up? Once again, we're back at it with another Alpha Pack Crypto Academy Wednesday. This is Boss Gang VIP. I got my man investing for legacy with me as usual. How you doing today, bro?
Feeling good, brother. Feeling great. The market been kind to us as a whole pack. No complaints over here. We've been enjoying this ride, been enjoying these discounts in the crypto market. And then definitely the stock market has only been beautiful, been treating us well no matter what that thing is doing. So I'm just loving what we creating as a pack. Excited, we changing some lives, building some real confidence traders within this market and any market, and just seeing us how beautifully we danced through this last correction. It's getting deadly. The powerful pack is getting deadly, and I'm just excited to see the growth in us for sure. There's nothing that we can't do. You ask me. For sure.
What you been eating though, man? I know it been good. What you been eating though?
Oil for sure. Oil, Oxy for sure. Oil has been paying the packing for months now. KO, Coke Boys, that's been paying your boy too. We love XLP. We love these old people stocks is what we refer to them as. These value stocks with great dividends. A lot of the retail investors they like the more popular stocks, so more popular tech stocks. So we love hopping in those plays at the right time. It's easy for us to catch those plays. So that's pretty much for myself. I know you've been killing those materials. I saw you with that X play the other day. That was impressive, brother. Out the gate, that thing.
Yeah, right out the gate, man. When you see it, you know it. You.
I like that
shoot,
boy.
You know what I mean? You see it. Yeah. You let it. You just let it go, man. And
sir. Yes, sir.
We pretty good at what we do. Before we get started, I want to tell everybody to make sure to like and subscribe so you can get the latest updates, get the updates and notifications when we have our watch list calls, to get the latest on everything that we do. Make sure you're following us on social media. And with that being said, I'm gonna do like I always do and hand it over to you, Legacy. Let you do your thing, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, Pack family, the Pack and YouTube family. I would definitely be sharing market updates. Let's get to this cryptocurrency. We touched on the stock market briefly, but let's get to why we all are here. We need to know what's going on in this market. So let's start with CoinGecko.com, my favorite site to keep it in tune. Bitcoin, just go through the top 10 like we normally do. Bitcoin currently sitting right under 37K. Ethereum, same, sitting right under 2,700. The Binance coin, it made it below 400. It's at 370. The Cardano's been teetering around that $1 range, hasn't fell below $1. It seems like a lot of buy orders under there. Solana, it recovered $100 and has been keeping above it, but let's see. XRP, 60 cents. The boy's not a fan of that crypto. I got plenty of jokes there. Polkadot, 1870. Terra Luna, we are at Terra Luna. I think that no. It's been a top 10. It's been a top 10 since last week for sure. That's at $48 there. Very bullish on Terra Luna. You can see that market cap beginning easily from 19 billion to over 30 billion once we get back into this bull market that we see coming in crypto. Let me bring up the charts, because men lie, women lie, but charts do not. We know this, Pack family. All right, this is one of our favorite charts to keep up with in crypto. We know this. This is the total market cap. Oh, sorry about that. All right, this is the total market cap, guys. So we did early in the week. We went 2 reversal up on the week. We do have some more correction. We have bounced back down. I will feel confident in the bull run coming back once we recover above 2 trillion in overall market cap. That's pretty much where that white line is, right there. That's a nice point of control that it should take off from, just like it did back in September. Right here, this date here, guys. I hope you can see my mouse, but last time it was at this point of control, it was able to get those buy orders in need and reach a new all-time high. So once we get back to around 20 trillion, I feel 2 trillion in overall market cap, I'll start feeling more confident about the bullish market. But in meantime, we'll be watching for those higher highs and for this 2-2 reversal to continue upwards. Total market cap continued, but this is subtracting. This is the altcoin total market cap, guys. This is subtracting Ethereum and also Bitcoin, the two big boys. It has not made a 2-2 reversal yet. So as we can see through that, basically from that, we can tell that altcoins have not bounced back as hard as Ethereum or Bitcoin yet, as a market cap goes yet. So altcoins have not begun to rally, but we know in cycles that typically is what happens first is that Bitcoin and Ethereum leads the way. So we expect this right now. So nothing new here. Let's check out the Bitcoin. Bitcoin did make a 2-2 reversal, but again has some slight correction. We're back under that weekly high, last week high. But it made that reversal. The week's not over. It can still end above this weekly high. All right, let's check out Ethereum. Same thing here. Ethereum is looking stronger right now with the reversal. It's still green on the week. Bitcoin is not. It is not, and it is basically still under that last week's high. So we'll be looking for it to reclaim that level of. That's big. One big with Ethereum, we'll have to claim that level of 27.22, that level, and then we'll be back above last week's high, and then we look from keep looking for the higher highs from there. So yeah, that's where we are. One second. Sorry about this. Okay, guys. So let's get into some news that I definitely want to make sure that we all are aware of going into this week. Red day in the market, as we see here through this heat map. But this was some funny news. Definitely want to get your intake on this, boss gang. But the IMF, some big bullies, basically, they want El Salvador to choose between Bitcoin and a bailout. This is so basically, let's read a little bit about this. So El Salvador last year sought a $1.3 billion loan from the IMF, but talks have been stymied by the lender's Bitcoin's concerns, and any program would need to be approved by the board. IMF executive directors who represent the fund's 190 member nations highlighted Bitcoin's risk to financial stability, financial integrity, and consumer protection, and fiscal contingent liabilities. The fund said in a statement Tuesday, they urged all the authorities to narrow the scope of the Bitcoin law by removing Bitcoin's legal tender status in El Salvador. So they're essentially like, man, you want to keep messing with us? You want us to keep funding you guys, giving you money when you need it? You're going to have to remove that status, the Bitcoin's legal tender status. This happened last week on last Tuesday. I first got word of this news. Unfortunately, I was going to bring it to the last week's call, but due to personal issues, we did not have that. But yeah, boss gang, what do you think about this? And before I get your answer, I want to give a response from El Salvador. They just came out with their response yesterday, but of course, the OG, the president, got a lot of respect for that man. He rejects IMF call to abandon Bitcoin as a legal tender. He basically says no international organization is going to make us do anything at all. So this man is sticking to his guns. I respect it too, especially after this last correction. I'm pretty sure we've seen the worst of it. And he bought the dip again. And I know he could be possibly hearing some pushback from some of his citizens who do not know how to manage their money and do not know how to buy when things are who does not know to dollar cost average when things are at all-time highs, and who are not responsible enough that they should be going heavy only when or at times like this actually. So I I'm loving it. I know, again, I know he's getting pushback from those citizens who don't have that investor savvy. So what you think, Boss Gang, about this subject here?
Yeah, it's crazy. Every time I see this kind of news, it just making me feel more and more bullish about cryptocurrency as a whole, and the fact that you got these organizations trying to step in and make threats that they're not going to give people money and they're not going to deal with them if they're invested in Bitcoin should tell you a lot. So I guess that would be the equivalent of the Federal Reserve telling us that any bank that invests in Bitcoin will no longer provide you with loans. We're no longer going to do business with you. So I appreciate them standing up for it. It's a bigger picture, and then every time you're trying to do something good, you're trying to make a change for the people, they're giving power to the people. And there's a lot of people who currently have the power and they don't want to get that power over. They don't, they struggle for years and years to gain a certain kind of power. So just like anybody, when they feel like you don't need them anymore, they're going to do anything to, try. I mean, it's like one of these crazy TV shows, but it's real life. People going to do whatever they need to do to try to keep the money flowing in their direction, even if it's threatening you. But at the end of the day, we know it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
Yeah,
it's not going to work. It's already started. It's ingrained. And the fact that you're threatening people only make more people more religious about cryptocurrency and the power that it's giving people. All it's doing is just giving it more validity. So keep fighting against it. Bring more attention to it. Keep telling them, keep threatening people.
Yeah, because the people are the people basically, we're tired of the unfair circumstances that we were born into, and I'm all for me starting a great company and being able to pass it down to my kids, and then my kids get benefited from that. But it's like just the private company that the treasury is, in our nation, it's a private company, that people printing our dollars. And they created some super unfair circumstances, and their power, the wealth's not even tracked by Forbes and public tracking companies that we have out there. Is like their wealth is just so ridiculous, and the things that they own is like they got in way before the monopoly laws. Yeah, that's funny, right? They got in way before the monopoly laws were issued, and so they basically just created that barrier to where, hey, okay, now we created some monopoly and we own everybody who make all the rules at this point. So like we untouchable. So it's like we're tired of that. We see this. We see we as a people there. Of course, I tell people all the time, like, yeah, they're going to benefit the people at the top from crypto too. They're not dumb enough to keep watching and go by, but this is just a chance for us for not be left behind at this point. This is an opportunity that we never had, and that is key for us to take care of. Make sure it's the opportunity cost is way too high.
Yeah, it's making me think. Especially with Black History Month being here.
Yes,
we got situations like Black Wall Street.
Yeah.
So when they see people trying to create their own generational wealth and actually not even asking for anything from anybody, simply trying to do it on your own, there are people in power who want to keep that power, and they'll destroy anything that it's in its path. Now the thing about cryptocurrency is there's no single entity that you can attack because it's decentralized. There's no one entity that's holding all of the currency. It's spread out between millions and millions upon millions of individuals. So there's no single entity that you can attack. They know it, but they're going to continue to make threats. There's nothing they can do about it. They can't attack everybody.
Well said. Well said. I appreciate that Black Wall Street reference for sure, brother. Well said. All right, let's keep it moving. Pack YouTube family for sure. This was dope. This was dope for sure. LeBron James starts crypto program to teach kids about blockchain technology. Man, this guy LeBron is a real superhero, ain't he? Got a lot of respect for this man. But basically, he teamed up with Crypto.com. Blockchain. Let's read this quote from him. Blockchain technology is revolutionizing our economy, sports, and entertainment, the art world, and how we engage with one another. I want to ensure that communities like this one, where I came from, are not left behind. This is very exciting. He's making sure that the kids in neighborhoods like where we come from are not being left with this technology. I'm man, I so much respect for him. In addition to educating the students, I wanted to highlight this too for the good brother. In addition to educating the students about crypto, the program is also aimed to give them and their families greater access to opportunities and career paths within the blockchain technology sphere. So that's like, man, he's looking out for the families. I heard of other ways he looks out for the families in the community as well, not just the kids that go there with opportunities. And man, I just a lot of respect for LeBron and how he does things and how he leads for communities and for his family. Man, there's a lot of respect for him. The man, still with his high school sweetheart. It's at being a king, how he is. The best of anything, I'm sure, is plenty of temptation been thrown his way. Not saying that other women are temptation, but just challenges and just money, opportunities. It's just a lot of negative. We know how this world is, and we just want to be honest. And it's just like this for this man to do what he's keep doing and to hold his beautiful family together, how he has nothing but the utmost respect for him. And big fan of LeBron for sure, on and off the court. What anything you got? Any comments on this, boss?
I mean, well, regardless of how you feel him about, as a basketball player,
yeah.
Which my Lakers are just doing terrible. He traded all my young players. He done goddamn traded Lonzo to y'all.
We're taking it.
Caruso. He done got Brandon Ingram, all-star for another team, but I ain't gonna talk about that. What I am gonna talk about is LeBron is creating history for in Black history for sure. He started a school, which is amazing. So it's crazy with Crypto.com. We mentioned all the things a long time ago that were going to happen with the naming rights. I said eventually they're going to be having different products you can sell in the store. And of course, once you get in there, it gives you the ability to network. So LA, this is where all this different networking takes place. So it's just amazing. You're going to have all the people from the Bay coming down here. Sure. Putting in all this work, so it's
one of the big reasons why he went to LA, right? I know he wanted to do some film stuff, and
it's just the opportunity.
He's playing chess. Yeah, he's playing chess.
Just playing chess is the opportunity. So what better way to spread the knowledge of crypto, than besides having one of the biggest figures, well-known figures on the planet. He's playing in Crypto.com arena. It makes complete sense. And just from an investment point of view, when they're talking about making it available and teaching people, I can imagine they're going to have a bunch of documentation to these kids, and it's going to have Crypto.com on all these headers. And when they show people all the different coins and different things that they can buy, why not just go ahead and use the Crypto.com app? While you're at it, maybe get a kid some Crypto.com NFTs, maybe give them, discounts for merchandise or incentives to hold Crypto.com. So I imagine it's smart business-wise by Crypto.com. They've been doing a lot of promotion with the celebrities. They, going after the kids because, the kids are the ones who are going to be the beneficiaries of this tech. Right, so it's definitely smart. We always talk about we don't have this financial education. We don't learn about credit. We don't learn about even people don't even know how to write a check or what it would take to, get a loan or just the basic things, even how to pay a bill. It's pretty crazy. Those are the things we don't get taught. And so I think just our generation, we just kind of, understand a lot more. A lot of us do about the education that's required.
What's wrong
to be successful financially and create generational wealth. And we're always learning every day. And, I love it because, I wish I had the opportunity to be in elementary school and be learning about something that could set me free. The education part, open the opportunity for, to introduce, different opportunities. So, we got the Web3, we got all the coders, we got the Metaverse, we got all the different ways you can take that. There's a lot of doors that have been locked. And so this is an opportunity to open up and then have Crypto.com backing behind it. It's a win-win. It's a win-win all the way around.
Big facts there. Very exciting for those young kids.
So shout out to LeBron. Shout out to Crypto.com.
Yes, sir. Big shouts out to the GOAT. All right, let's get into some NFT news, guys. This NFTs are still on fire. Big fire. So this is the total overall volume for the month of January. And for OpenSea, we reached just under 5 billion, new all-time high. Previous all-time for a month, monthly volume was about just under 3.5 billion. So we crushed that. And to be honest, this is just OpenSea, but the source I'm not exactly sure. I'll post that within the Pack NFT channel. But overall, the whole month of we received over 6 billion. So over the other NFT platforms, there's different platforms. I mean, marketplaces where you can buy and purchase and sell NFTs. So
like Uniswap.
Yep. Magic Eden is a popular one for the Solana network. We reached well over 6 billion for that month alone. So the NFTs are just getting going. This is exciting times. Just yesterday, OpenSea had over $182 million in volume. The day before that, just under 250 million. So NFTs are growing fast and nonstop. It's just, we're only seeing the tip of the iceberg for sure. That's no question there. Let's get into some exciting news within NFTs. This is super dope. And NFL is going to offer Super Bowl 56 tickets NFTs to fans. So, the National Football League will give commemorative non-fungible tokens NFT to every fan who purchases a ticket for the Super Bowl 56 in Los Angeles next month. This is big. It's pretty big. This is huge. I'm sure those are going to be worth some money. I'm sure everybody. I wouldn't be surprised if these people make their money back if they hold long enough onto these NFTs that they spent on the tickets for sure. I wonder if they're going to be different at all. Like, the people who spent the $100,000 for their seats are going to get the same NFT. The people who spent $5,000, I think the nosebleeds is going to probably be like $5,000 or still.
But some people selling the tickets. I'm like,
yeah,
you can sell the ticket and still get the NFT.
Right. Because I know if I bought it off a scalp, I want that NFT too. Goodness. I need that NFT swing to my wallet too. If I'm buying it, I need that too, man. That's dope. That's dope. I already heard about crypto is going to be the advertisements coming. We're coming heavy with the ads during the Super Bowl this year. So this is just cementing.
I can imagine.
Yeah. This is dope.
Yeah, I downloaded that Pepsi app, halftime app, and they doing all kind of stuff on the app. So, I mean, this Super Bowl, it's gonna be all kind of stuff jumping around the stadium, all kind of stuff flying through the sky. I won't be surprised if they giving people Metaverse goggles. It's gonna be NFT, everything from every brand, all over that stadium, every single brand. It is going to be Metaverse crazy. They're going to be the most effects you've ever seen. We might see. I believe we're actually going to have the super. I don't know if the Super World app is going to have the commercials or the displays or functionality at the Super. Man, this is crazy. Yeah. This is about the future. There's going to be VR things on your app. You are going to be able to follow this along. You might be able to, like, you're on the field. Get ready for it. It's gonna be exciting.
Oh man, I can see, like, especially when AR is fully integrated into our regular nowadays. I can see, like, in a couple years that the NFT coming with the Super Bowl ticket. You literally probably could pull up your ticket or something, put your AR goggles on, and then, like, some hologram or something reflect to them, and like some highlight us between the two teams going against each other. Some, I don't know. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nuts, man. It's just so exciting.
You know, they got now. You know, you pull up your camera, you pull up your AR camera on your phone. All they gotta do is display something on the screen and say, "Look at it through the phone." And AR, you know, so like on VV, you know, you got the AR views, and Super World app, you got the AR, real life AR views. And so, you know, the same way we, you know, scan QR codes and all that kind of stuff.
Like that, exactly.
You know, we don't need 3D glasses. We got these cell phones and pads.
But now, but now. Yeah. All right, let's keep it move. Oh yeah, Nikki, we're gonna talk about those Coachella tickets soon too. One of our pack queens making sure in the comments. But this is something else I wanted to make sure I brought to our attention quickly. Bronny James has filed this, and this is his son, LeBron's son, making some big moves too. He has filed some trademark applications for BJ, JR, Bronny, and Bronald, with an eye toward entering the world of NFTs, video games, and apparel. You know, the young mogul in the making, just like his pops, making moves. So I appreciate that young brother. You know, not waiting until he makes it to the NBA, or that, you know, that the possibility that he doesn't, you know, to become a GOAT like his dad. You know, he, you know, a lot of times, especially growing up under fathers like that, you could be intimidating. You know, making sure that you put a lot of pressure on yourself to do some great things. So I appreciate him stepping up early to beyond the basketball court as well, and being sure that he's a part of this movement that he sees what's going on with the youth and with crypto. So appreciate that young man for sure. It's fire right there. Bronald, I love that Bronald. Mm-hmm. All right, this is Nikki just mentioned Coachella, the biggest one of the pretty much, I can confidently say probably the biggest music festival ever. That, you know, is dropping an NFT collection. This is pretty dope right here. So these two right here, the Sights and Sound collection and the Desert Reflections collection, they're I think they'll be on sale in 1 day and 15 hours. So you can register now at ftx.us.com. The website, I haven't been on that website, but the website I'm currently on, just so in case you want to go here directly, is nft.coachella.com. But you can see the three packages that they will come out. The two kind of the regular ones that majority of, you can see here, they're going to sell 10,000 of the $60 ones and 1,000 of their $180. So just off these two collections, they will be making additional $780,000 before the festival even comes. And then this one here, the top 10. The 10 keys. I'm sorry, this light that's in this room is on a timer. 1 second, let me get this light back on. Get better lighting for me. All right, guys, YouTube family, sorry about that. Don't make it too dark in here. But yeah, these 10 keys, these are the super interesting and very unique point of view route that they took with their collection with these 10 keys. So these are top 10 keys that they will all be auctioned off, but they all come with different perks. Some VIP, the Infinity Key #1 is going to be the best one for sure. You got a lifetime Coachella guest passes, your front and center views at the Coachella stage, all inclusive culinary experiences. So this is as good as it gets. But just for example, what's one of the keys I was reading back? This key #6, your key to a lifetime. You still, I think they're all lifetime keys, but they just come with different perks. Coachella owners must verify. Okay, here it goes. With this one, you get lifetime Coachella guest passes for 2. Your choice of 1 weekend pass per year guest passes entitle you to dedicate viewing areas at Coachella's outdoor Sahara. The key grants you access to Coachella produce virtual experiences in the future. So, you know, some of them allow you access to different VIP areas. I just like this. This is very different. They could have just, you know, made them all the same, the top 10 the same, but of course they make them more valuable the higher the key is. So I'm excited about this. And again, this is the biggest music festival or ever around You know, I never kind of been interested in going, but you know, them doing things like this, and also, of course, hip hop has become the norm. It's the rock and roll nowadays, so it's a big part of this show nowadays too. So I can see myself going one day for sure. Now, you ever been to Coachella?
People own those.
Huh?
They're gonna be trying to sell them. You don't want to go no more. You buy that thing. You don't want to go. Or you know, you sell it to somebody else.
Oh yeah, you know they're making a return on the investment with that one, right? You know they're making a return on the investment with that one. Right? I wouldn't be surprised if flippers are trying to get those.
Pass it down from generation to generation.
Yeah. No problem. YouTube family. Somebody said thanks for putting us on that for sure. That's some fire right there. Let's keep it moving. I really want to okay, we just talked about the Coachella. This is a quick fact that I want to bring up to you guys. OpenSea has surpassed Uniswap as the leader on the Ethereum platform. OpenSea officially surpasses Uniswap to be the most used product on Ethereum, being the leader in gas fees shared. While NFTs are getting more popular every day, yet DeFi also remain equal competent to achieve supremacy. So this is I like this. I want to highlight this fact. It clearly indicates that the shift and focus of the cryptoverse currently is from the DeFi space to the NFT. You know, NFTs are just super hot right now. DeFi is not going anywhere, but it's definitely and it's still a lot more growing and to do in that area. But just just showing you just keeping you on top of current trends right now, currently in the market for sure.
This is the other thing too.
Yep.
This is the other thing too, Legacy. People a lot of times say, "Oh, this is going to take over Ethereum, and that's going to take over Ethereum because the gas fees are so high." Yet what you just showed shows otherwise.
Exactly.
So the fact that people are still buying, people see value, and as long as they see value, like people could say, Coinbase fees are high, but people keep paying them. Like they don't have a problem paying them. So it's all relative. Ethereum, man, you can't, people gonna talk about it, but it's gonna keep making money.
So. That's fact. Last bit of NFT news I wanted to bring up, guys. Another power play by one of the big boys in tech to make sure that they're part of the metaverse. Microsoft to gobble up Activision. We just heard about who was that buying? Who's the other big purchase?
Activision. And
yep. They purchased Activision. That was Microsoft. No, that wasn't Microsoft. That was what's another.
Yeah, Microsoft, Activision.
Oh,
we had Take-Two.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's what I got wrong. It was another big company recently that was talking about it as well, to purchasing another company, a gaming company. But yeah, I just want to make sure this was brought up to everybody's attention. Microsoft gobbling up Activision for a metaverse bet. They won't be left. They want to own some of those key games that they have over there on their roster for sure. Microsoft also already owns not Roblox, but what's the other block game? I'm sorry guys, I haven't been gaming for a while, but it's one of the popular block games that everybody plays. Not Roblox, but
I'm not familiar with the block block game.
Yeah, me either. It's one of the kids' game, but forgive me, guys. But Boss Game, he mentioned gas fees, and that's something that I wanted. We love leaving you guys with some action, with some tools, and some just making sure that you're more knowledge going into and more knowledge about the crypto market and the overall condition of it. We would just love making sure that you guys are walking away with some value. So I want to deep dive briefly to end this call tonight about gas. A lot of people ask me about, yes, it's Minecraft. Thank you, Lucy. Somebody in the comments, they mentioned Minecraft. So yeah, so Microsoft, they already own Minecraft. So I imagine they'll be pivoting that game into some NFTs, or it's very popular already. So it would make sense for sure. But yeah, guys, I want to make sure. A lot of people mention gas to me. On a basic level, I like to explain it like, just think of it as a highway. Sometimes it's a lot more congestion, a lot more traffic on that highway, and that's when it's going to be more expensive for you. That's just basically how I like to just keep it simple with people. But let's just deep dive into it a little bit deeper. We won't be too long on it. I took some notes from this article that I want to highlight for you guys. And hopefully we all walk away with a better understanding of gas and how to read it and how to know when to snipe our positions, or knowing when clearly is a good time to buy and when it's not a good time to buy. Because a lot of people, like when I tell them just wait for gas fees to go lower, they don't, they're kind of confused and don't understand that and don't know when to check and how to check it and when is a good time to buy. So I want to make sure all of our YouTube family knows this information, and of course our Pack family for sure. All right, guys. So basically, to prevent people from spamming the network with endless transactions, every cryptocurrency requires a small fee to send coins along its blockchains. These fees also help provide incentive for people to mine crypto, as the fees are typically paid to the miners who validate transactions. I got a cool little picture that, that'll help us fees. But so yeah, essentially our gas is going to the miners, people who are basically cementing our transaction onto the blockchain for us, basically. Good way to put that. All right, some other things I want to highlight from this article, guys. Excuse me. The term gas is used to describe a unit of measurement for the amount of computational power needed for execution of specific operations on the network. All right. So Ethereum fees can only be paid in so gas fees can only be paid in Ether. We should know that. The native currency of Ether, the Ether network. Basically, the gas prices are denominated in a unit of GWEI. Let me go down here for you because you can actually see that. GWEI. I don't, this term GWEI, I don't know if it's pronounced GWEI or GWEI. I never heard anybody speak about it. I'm sorry. What would you say, bro?
No, GWEI or G. Yeah.
Yeah. I think, exactly. So I've never heard anybody speak about this. I've read plenty of it. The people I follow on Twitter, we're always talking about gas fees and GWEI, and the people I follow, but I've never heard anybody break it down over audio. So at the end of the day, you call it what you want, GWEI or GWEI again, but this is what the gas fees are measured in. Currently, according to YCharts.com, the average of Ethereum gas is about 132 GWEI at the time of the writing. But let's go to that chart now, and the average is currently 155 GWEI. So me personally, what I do with this, knowing the average, I basically crypto. Again, CoinGecko.com you may have never noticed this, but in the corner here, it tells you the current gas fees that are going on in Ethereum. It's below average right now, so it's a good time to buy. It gets cheaper. I like waiting for around 80 GWEI seems to be a good price. I'm only paying like an extra $10, if that, around that price. So I like the right wait for around 80. So I would just continue with the article before we go into some more tips on how to avoid the gas fees. All right, guys. So this is just tell you what was the average over the months. So how does Ethereum fee relate to transactions? So I do want to mention this when the post London upgrade. Ethereum underwent an upgrade in August 2021. I think we all remember this. It was the known as the London upgrade, which altered the way that Ether gas is calculated. The main benefit from this, gas was more. It didn't reduce gas basically, but it did make it more predictable and easier to track, and easier for you to calculate as a user, basically. So, we have examples here of exactly. Assume Alice wants to send Bob 1 ETH gas, and this is before the upgrade. I don't even want to read this word for word again. The London upgrade, basically it did not lower. It has not lowered gas fees yet, which is one of the main things that we were hoping for and thought it may. It just made it more predictable and easier for us to calculate. That's all. That's being stated here, guys. I won't waste your time with reading that word for word. The benefit of a gas fee, though, the benefit of each gas fee post London upgrade is that users can better anticipate their total transaction cost will be, exactly what I was just saying. The cost can also send higher tips to miners, to proprietaries. Exactly. That was also another thing. So now you can also add a tip on top of your gas fee to make a miner prioritize your transaction over another one. So, you can add that in, and then, if somebody's offering me as a miner, if somebody's offering me, more ETH to process their transaction first. So, I'm more inclined to get that one done for sure first. So that's another incentive that started after the London artwork upgrade. This is definitely one I want to make sure I bring to you guys. Some ways to reducing gas fees. Developers hope that the London upgrade might reduce gas costs, but so far that data has not supported that. Another thing that I mentioned earlier. That being said, there are some ways individuals can try to reduce gas fees for them. Stick to weekend transactions. Typically, gas prices are higher during weekdays and lower on the weekends. Initiate transactions at off times. This helps for sure. I'm currently working nights, so I know this. I've been seeing this personally. Gas is definitely lower during the off hours. Those who follow gas prices carefully notice that at least busy times are between midnight and 4 a.m. Eastern. Do also take away that NFTs have been recently legalized in China. This is after this article. So while we're sleeping, they're up. So NFTs have been popping, and transactions have been going on during off hours more than back then, for sure. That might not be the case anymore. So pay attention to, guys. The main thing I want you to take away from this is knowing what the current average is and knowing how to read where it is, with the current feed, with the current congestion is going on in the network right now, knowing where to find that is, and knowing if it's a good time for you to buy that NFT that you favorited and that you've been having on your watch list for a while, that you're just waiting to purchase for the right time. So that's the main thing I want you guys to take away from here. Understand how to read this gas and understand when to snipe and when to strike, guys. That's about it. Boss Gang, you want to add anything about this, brother, about this gas?
Yeah, so just a couple distinctions. We got the way these fees are calculated. Basically, we got computers, and so however much data that the computer has to process is how much you'll be charged in gas. So sending money from, say, Coinbase to Trust Wallet is going to be a very, very low amount of gas. It might be $5. It might be $3. You're just going from one wallet to another wallet, literally transferring. It could be cheap. If you're buying an NFT and the NFT has all these different benefits and things written into this contract, and there's a ton of people trying to grab it all at the same time, because the contracts are so complicated, it makes the fees pretty expensive. So it's their computers and however much information that they have to process. So whether you're into development yourself or create NFTs, you want to try to create the most simple contracts that will keep the fees down for the users. You can always do different things after the fact, but initially you want to make sure that you're giving people the lowest gas possible. So don't be afraid to transfer. It's not going to be that much. And then a lot of these discords, you can track gas. You can do like ! gas, and most of these discords give you the actual live prices for gas if you're interested in buying at the time.
Yes,
so that was all I had, man.
Yes, sir. Got that right. All right, Pack family and YouTube family. Did not want to keep you tonight too long. Please make sure you're liking and subscribing. We're only going to continue this fire to continue giving you great interviews from relevant people within the crypto world, within the NFT space. Only going to continue to let you know what you need to be focusing on within the market at this time, the current times, and just keeping you on top of your game. We appreciate every one of you for sure. And we're going to continue to grow and get better for you. That's no question there. Make sure you follow us.
No doubt. Make sure you're.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let us know what you want. A lot of time we have all this information. We have a million things in our head. You know, like somebody like me and Legacy. You know, we're moving around the crypto world and doing things a mile a minute. So a lot of times, you know, we might be speaking about things that, you know, they may seem like they're second nature to us, but you know, if you don't understand some of the language that we're using or anything like that, make sure you let us know. I know it can be complicated and it's new, and we're kind of used to it at this point, but we want to get everybody up to pace and make sure nobody's left behind at Alpha Pack. So definitely make sure to like and subscribe. Follow Boss Game VIP across social media, Investing for Legacy across social media. Invite people to check out the website, www.alphapack trading.com. Follow us on Facebook, Alpha Pack Trading, Instagram, Alpha Pack Trading, Twitter, Alpha Pack Trades. We definitely appreciate the support. Make sure to like, subscribe, get all the notifications. If you know anybody that's new to NFTs and crypto, make sure you're selling these videos, showing people these videos, not selling them. Make sure you're showing people these videos. Make sure you're going over them. Make sure you're taking notes. We're all about education. The best thing you can do for yourself and your family is to learn this information. I'm telling you, you're going to put yourself in a whole different class. You're going to be so far ahead of people. You're going to thank yourself later, for sure. What else you got, Legacy, before we get out?
Just to add a little bit, I want to add to what you were just saying, that we're all about education and we're all about empowerment here at Alpha Pack. Our logo, our motto is literally, we're powerful alone, but we're stronger together. We make sure everybody that's involved with Alpha Pack is a powerful and confident trader by themselves, but we just also have a well-oiled machine to where we work as a beautiful team together. And please, if you're interested in increasing your confidence within the crypto market or stock market, please make sure you check it out. Just like Boss Gang said. That's about it, guys. Like and subscribe. Again, I want to reiterate that. That can't reiterate that enough, guys. We appreciate every one of you YouTube families, members. We're looking to take this YouTube to we're meeting a new milestone soon with our hours watch. So you sharing this will definitely help that and help our game on YouTube. We're very motivated.
Hey, if y'all gotta go watch the old videos, y'all get up in the morning, go to the old video. Let's play while you in the shower. Walk away.
Walk away. It helps us out. All right, now
spread the message. Till next time. We out. Peace.